Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you so much for talking with me. I'd just like to start off and ask you about your story and how you got to where you are and sort of how things are going for you today.
So yeah, it's a bit of a long story, but long story short, I've been doing music for a while, just in the garage, in the basement, just like a lot of people. And I mean, over the years, what was this, 2016, since like 2003, just with a lot of people, even some of the guys that are established in the scene, seen them around on the come up and everything, and kind of just doing it. I used to try to pursue it as try to think I could probably make it as a career, but kind of reality strikes and lets you know that it's not for everybody, but it's still like it's a passion project for me, like just music in general, just I'm always going to be writing. It's therapeutic. It's my way of expressing some of the things I wouldn't be able to just talk about normally. So music that's my medium. That's my lane where it kind of helps me in my own life. And the recent exposure and just the way how far I've come now is just I think it's just a coincidence. Like, I'm not trying to get any exposure. I'm not trying to be on TV or anything like that. I'm just doing it, and the internet's helped because people kind of discover me on the net, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that. So that's pretty much it from there.
Right. So if I were to ask you about some people who sort of inspire you musically or you look up to musically, who would you say that would be?
Musically, I think at the moment I'm a big fan of J. Cole. Like, not just for the music, but his message. Like what he talks about, the fact that he makes his own music, which I can relate to because I'm not out here trying to hustle beats from people. I don't have the time, or I can't be bothered waiting around for producers. And like everyone knows, like all artists know, and even producers know, waiting around for an artist to send a verse, like it just takes ages. It's better just to be self-sufficient and do it yourself. Like, and it was out of necessity too. Like when you first start in the scene, you're like, you dream big and you start hitting up P Money or like someone like that. Oh bro, I'm making some music. If you want to throw some throwaways, but you never get that reply. So you're like, man, I might as well learn how to do it myself. And then I guess that's just where it comes. So J. Cole to me does the same thing. He's like on the same frequency in terms of topics and message and content and positivity. And he's a pretty. I think he's one of the top MCs. So I've been watching him, being inspired by him, and even just a lot of the local cats that have been doing their thing. Like Sweat It, those boys are doing their thing, and Onehunga. Who else is there that's been inspiring me? The Grow Room boys, those guys have been doing their thing. I think it's just that's the same vibe that I'm on. It's just doing your own thing, and like if anyone's listening, cool. If not, then it's all good.
Yeah,
gonna be doing it regardless.
Mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've talked to quite a couple of the people at the Grow Room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just like young producers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like pretty cool.
Yeah. Guys. I think that just the other thing is that they're real young.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, man, like it took me a while to get on that vibe to be cool with myself and whatever it is I do. Like, I've been brought up in a good family and like a good upbringing, so I kind of want to portray that through music. But it's not cool to come out and say like be a good person or like love one another, where I feel like the Grow Room has that positivity, not in those words, but like the way that they I don't know, they express themselves. Is like, and just their scene, they're just comfortable with who they are and they're not trying to be like everyone else. So I feel like that's something that kind of motivates me as well, to like just do you, stay in your lane. If no one's looking over you, it's all good. Doesn't matter, you're still good. You're still good, you're still cool in your own sense, in your own world.
Yeah, nice. Good answers. Where would you say your like passion for hip hop originated, or music in general? Where would you say like that spark came from?
Music in general is, I think I just grew up in my family. My dad was a musician before he got into his working his career. Him and his brothers used to jam in a little band back in the islands, and like he just growing up in an island family, in island culture. There's a lot of singing, so that kind of got into play. And then just when I was young in the islands in Tonga, like when I was like 8 or 9, we only had like one channel and like TV channel, and then there was a program that was sent from the States called like TV3 Jams or something, and it was like started playing all this hip hop like Snoop and Cypress Hill and Criss Cross. And me and my brother, we've been like reggae, like that was all you listened to in Tonga, and traditional music. But when we saw this, I was just like, bro, what is this? Like, what does this sound? And I just, even then, I was trying to like write raps, some dry ass raps. But like, and then we moved to New Zealand not long after that, and then saw the culture here had changed. Like, we knew there was a lot of Polynesians here, but there was a massive influence of like Americana, like the music, the clothing, and I think I just got immersed in it and just, I don't know. And then from there, just started like dabbing at it, but just started trying to write some music, raps during high school, try to battle my friends in high school, and then after high school, like I was saying, trying to make my own beats, and then it just kind of evolved from there. It's been a gradual thing, like. But that's why I buzz out at some of those younger dudes, like the Grow Room guys, and like even I got some boys that I do music with, these Camo Collective from Central, and they do their own thing, and they're youngins, but they're on the same level, like inspired by positivity, and it's like that's what I'm on, man. Like with you, yeah, I don't know the answer to the question there.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Maybe just moving on to like something else. Do you have any goals about where you want to be in the future? Do you have like maybe a few years down the line, or somewhere like you want to be musically, or some, maybe some cool opportunities, like maybe play at this festival or do something here, or?
I think in the near future, I want to be able to help other artists. Like, there's no gigs or anything or like shows that I'm trying to get to. I guess not to be I don't know like materialistic or money driven, but I'd like to make a bit more money from it, just so I can invest back into it, like into equipment. Because like my microphone is like a $200 mic from like 6 years ago, and I just still use it. Everything I've recorded is from this crappy mic, but I kind of emphasize like using whatever you got. Like, it's not about the tools, it's how you use it. So I mean, I live by it because I can't afford anything else. But in the near future, I'm hoping to maybe, I don't know, expand financially somehow with the music, and then invest back into it so I can help other kids like that I know, or like other dudes who are on the come up, who are actually trying to make it in the scene, to help them, push. I think I'm moving more towards a producer role, like not beatmaker, like an actual producer role, where I'm kind of helping other artists hone their skills, or like create a song and actually make a song, not just rapping 16 bars of flames. It's like, it's about writing that song, like getting that message across. And I'm hoping, maybe like P Money's doing it, like the producer role, he's actually doing it properly. And I think that's where I'm hopefully heading towards in the future. That's where I want to head to. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
Music nowadays, eh?
Yeah, I think like there's heaps of raw talent, but there's never been that guidance from like, because our scene is still young as well, and so people like Scribe and like, I don't know, my record, like Decepticons came up, and they had a little bit of guidance, but it wasn't as experienced as it is now. Like P Money's been in the scene, he's been overseas, he's collaborated with so many people, he's musically, he's like developed his musicianship, and like he's produced Aradna's album, like from the P Money that came from what was his album, Big Dreams, I can't remember, but it was just rap beats, and now he's like doing like actual music, and I think like that's where I'm hoping to get to.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's cool.
Plus, I can't be like this old dude, still be on the stage with like grey hair on my beard trying to rap. Like, I think a more senior role in the scene for me is like, I'm actually looking forward to getting there. It's kind of a goal.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Do you think following your passion, just like a general question for people,
Yeah.
do you think following your passion in life is quite an important thing?
Bro, I think that is the most important. Like, I think that's the most important thing. Like, when people say life is short, bro, that's the truth, you know. And when you spend that short amount of time somewhere, or your life, why would you do anything less than follow your passion? Like, live the life that, because when you have something that you're passionate about, it's either somebody you love, it's like something you do, or like something you are, like your identity or like your ethnicity, or like it's something you're really passionate about. So I feel like when you find that thing, go all the way, like just do it, like go all the way to the end of that, or as much as you can, to like pursue that, to push that, to develop it, to follow it. I feel like without the dreams, everyone just becomes like a robot. Like, because I've been studying the last like 5 years maybe. I've gone back to study, and then now that I'm in the workforce after studying, I'm like, man, when I drive on that motorway and there's like thousands and thousands of people just on, like, I just feel like I'm with a bunch of robots. Like, the rat race is crazy, you know. But you don't want to live that. You don't want to spend that time on this planet and then just die. You know what I mean? Like, money is not everything, man. Like, I know you need it to buy a house. I know you need it to survive and all that. But I don't feel like it brings true happiness. And I think a lot of it is those dreams that people pursue. And I'd hate to be that person that is on my deathbed and then look back and like, damn, I knew I should have just went to Japan and like did one show. You know what I mean? Like, those things are like bucket list things that when you don't have those goals, you're just plateauing in this life, and that's nothing to live by, man. Like, I think when you follow that dream, it gives you a purpose, and it fulfills you inside. Like, you might be the brokest dude out, but man, you might be the happiest inside, you know. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, like that. I think that's really good advice for somebody maybe like a younger version of yourself, or somebody. They might have a different passion. Might not be musically, but it could be sport. It could be design. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But they could be facing that dichotomy. Should I go get maybe like a secure job, or and just forget about what I really am passionate about? So I think it's good to,
It is, and I think one thing I've kind of realized, or like has kind of been important to me now, is surrounding yourself with like-minded people, like people who are on the same frequency. Even if you're not even on their level, just be around them, like watch them, observe and learn, and like get that knowledge and get that. Just be around those people, because you'll be on the same, going towards the same direction. Because if you're with your boys, right, like your boys, your homies, your day ones together, and they're all on different frequencies, you're not gonna get anywhere, man. Like, sometimes you just have to step out of that zone and like find that your lane and just pursue it. And that's not like selling out, or like it's not being selfish. It's, at the end of the day, we're all individuals, right? And we all have our own goals. And as much as we'd love your boys or like your friends that are gonna be around, or even your family, sometimes you have to be selfish and do it for you, because at the end of the day, it's your life. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Something that makes you happy, or just be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, like sometimes people's peer group can like hold them back, from trying to get to where they might want to go in their life. So that's good advice as well. It's really good advice. Some good answers. Good answers.
Yeah, it's hard though as a youngin, when you grow up, because you kind of stick to those peers because you want to belong. Like, you don't want to be on your own, man. It's a big bad world, like, it's a crazy world. And like, to be on your own, standing on your own 2 feet. Some people don't stand on their own too, or not comfortable within themselves until like 50, like 40s, and they're like, oh, I'm all good. I'm good. I'm sweet. I'm happy with myself. I'm content. Or like, I am who I am. Maybe I'm Maori, or like I'm Muslim, and being happy with that, with what the groups or the categories you belong to, and being happy with yourself, sometimes doesn't come for ages, and people are just lost. But the faster you find yourself, or like the faster you accept or like embrace who you are, ethnicity, religion, neighborhood. Like, I'm from the shore, man. There's like no rappers from out here, but I rep the shore so hard because I'm on my own, because I'm the only one that's out here making noise. I mean, there's other dudes out here, but like, it's almost like a handicap to like, oh, where's all the North Shore rappers? It's like,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, you know, like, bro, I'm here, man. Like,
Yeah.
I rip it so hard. People are like, why you rip the shore? Like, I see comments on my YouTube like, oh, Glenfield's not gangster. The shore, I never said it was. You know, I didn't come out saying like North Shore, bro, living that hard life. I'm just like, I'm from the shore, bro. Like, throwing my flag up. That's where I'm from. Like, I rip it. That, and I'm not saying I'm out here being tough. Like, that's just where I'm from. I'm gonna represent it. I'm Tongan. That's what I represent. So I throw my Tongan flag up. I'm a Baha'i. That's my religion. I throw that up every now and then because that's my upbringing. And the faster you're comfortable with those things, or whatever it is, where you're from, who you are, bro, the little bit easier life gets, you know, just that little bit easier. But it's a big difference from being like, oh yeah, I'm from the south side, or like, oh, I'm Muslim, get it quiet, or I'm Christian and I don't drink, or I don't smoke weed. It's like, bro, we don't all have to smoke weed, you know what I mean? You don't have to drink. Just be you. And then people start judging you, just know that it doesn't matter, because you just stick to your lane, bro. And when you work towards their dream, you're all good.
Yeah.
You're the one that's going to be happy. You're not trying to, everyone's trying to make everyone else happy, you know? But that's just the mentality that we get when we start going to school and primary, and like, oh, I want to wear a starter cap as well. Everyone else wearing a starter cap, I guess, is cool. And like, bro, forget the starter cap, bro. Just wear that warehouse, rock that up shop. It's all good, you know? Like, that's what I was brought up with, because we came from Tonga, nothing, with nadas, man. Like, we wore these up shop ass clothes to my first year here in primary, and I was like laughed at. Like, we were wearing these 80s league clothes, and they were like, oh my god, that's like so old school. They didn't even have that logo anymore. They didn't wear that jersey, and I was like,
yeah.
You know what I was like? But those little moments kind of build strength within me to be like, bro, I'll rock whatever I want to rock. It doesn't make me who I am. And like, those comments or like people's opinions don't make you who you are. You are who you think you are, or who you know you are. And I think like young people, like the youth, need to hear that. Like, they need to see that, and like, whatever it is or wherever it is you come from, that's you, and be like, just be proud of it. Like, be happy you're alive, man. Like, you know, just be happy. It's a cold world. Don't let this negativity get to you, because it just makes the struggle even harder. We're already climbing up mountains, but the more people put rocks in your bag and you're trying to climb up, you're gonna slide back, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry for the hard out answers.
No,
I think like these conversations have been happening lately in my life, or like just with people, because I'm surrounding myself with those people. These topics and subjects keep coming up, and it's like, it's just, I don't know, I think it's molding my perception more and more, and I'm like becoming more and more passionate because I'm starting to believe it more and more. Like, bro, be happy with yourself, man. Be cool. Like, you're all good. You don't need to be validated or like, you know, by these other, you know, other people's opinions. And because the more you let it get to you, the harder life will be.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah, people get like a lot of pressure from others, you know.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Maybe just like one last question about just your rapping and how you rap in like Tongan and English. Like, how do you think that sort of sets you apart from other rappers?
I think using my native tongue in my music is, it's just something I feel like it's another one of the things. There's things that I'm proud to represent, and it's not an easy thing, because I know I did those 64 bars, and I know people who comment and like, bro, there's bars with flames, like, that was all, but I know none of them don't understand what I'm saying, but it's like, I just buzzed out because a lot of the non-Tongan speaking people who like gave me positive feedback, it's encouraging, like, but then again, I see the same thing when like other rappers use the language, their own like native tongue in their raps. Like, for me, like, one of my biggest influences is Big Pun. Like, that dude was like Puerto Rican, and he used a lot of his own words and slangs and language in his raps, and I felt like that's what I was trying to achieve with my own thing. And I think it's being cool with it as well, like, and also it's being Tongan to me is like a huge minority in the music scene, because there's not many Tongans. A lot of the Polynesian rappers are like Samoan, and they throw their flag up. So I'm just here, a Tongan from the North Shore who's Bahai, and like I'm an old cat. Like I feel like a dinosaur out here, but I still throw it up because I'm starting to be happy with the person that I am, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, it's a cool thing. So using the language to me is like, that's still a developing thing as well. Like I'm still trying to incorporate my language in there, like every now and then, because it's not easy to blend the two, because the rhyming, the structuring in the rhyme is a bit weird, but when it hits, when you get it right, it sounds good.
Yeah, nice.
But definitely, hopefully we see more, you know, because you kind of like learn too about other languages through music. I mean, there's so much knowledge that I've gained from music itself that it's kind of cool to, I don't know, put some substance into your music.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's did you have any other words you want to say, or?
It's all good.
Yeah, I think that was good. Yeah, thank you so much. That was real good. Yeah, nice.
Hope it wasn't too loud for the mic.
No, that's good because it's a distance away, so it's fine. Yeah, man.